Welcome back to another fun-filled show. I'm your host, T.S. Blanchard, aka Free Blanche, aka Blanche Stradamus, aka Blanchy Kruger. Today's title is Black Misery Month, the Pride Before and After the Fall. Today's title is Black Misery Month, Pride Before and After the Fall. Let's go ahead and share this screen real quick so we can just jump right back into it. But there was this video put up, an AI video trying to get Black women to work out. And listen to what they have to say.
When Black women take the gym seriously, everything changes. Our structure, our curves, our muscle response. We build strength fast when we lift heavy, when we eat clean, when we add cardio. This isn't magic, it's discipline. So stop complaining.
Pick up the weights. Fuel your body.
Do the work.
Because when Black women work out,
We're better than you, and we know it.
Let me cut this volume off so y'all can just see. And I'm on Medium Man's page, but it's just showing Black women working out. Showing different fitness influencers. They're gonna show that butt. They're gonna show that butt. Listen, they're gonna show that butt. All they care about is that butt. I'm telling you, that butt.
Looks for me. It's about control, consistency. Fitness isn't just a woman. I prioritize gym, going Black woman. I prioritize my health, my body, and my discipline. Fitness isn't just about looks for me. It's about control, consistency, and proving to myself that I can commit to something.
My strengths are discipline, self-respect, and structure. I'm goal-oriented, confident in my body, and I understand delayed gratification. I don't chase validation, I earn confidence through effort.
But sometimes I tie my worth too closely to my physique. I can become rigid, overly critical of myself and others, and I may underestimate emotional softness in favor of performance and aesthetics.
I want y'all to think about how crazy this is. They have an AI video. They couldn't get the real Black women to do this. They could not get real Black women to do this video about working out. Just how bad it is. They had to make an AI video of Black women working out. But the theme of the video is when Black women work out, we are better than white women. That's the theme. It's just pride. Black people have a satanic level of pride, a demonic and satanic level of pride. How dare you make a video saying that when you work out, you're better than white women, and y'all lead the nation in obesity? Like, what level of delusion is this? I've said this before. Black women care about their butt. They don't care about being healthy. They don't care about being in shape. They care about their butt. That's what they're focused on. It's sad. You would think that the sodomites would be that fixated on a butt, but no, it's Black women. It's Black women. Black women will walk by. If she look in that mirror and see her butt, she'll leave the house happy. Don't matter how her stomach looks, don't matter how her health is doing, she don't care as long as she got that butt. It's sad. It's sad. It's very sad. But the audacity to have a video where you can't even get real Black women to do the video. You got to make AI video. I've been going to the gym for 26 years. I've been going to the gym, like gyms outside of, college, for 26 years. And I can tell you this right now. I've seen a decline in black women going to the gym, and it was already a decline. It was already a decline. I see even more of a decline because now you got the surgeries, now you got the angles on the apps, the filters. Like you got it's bad. It's bad. But let's continue.
In dating, I attract attention easily, but not always depth. Some men see the body before the woman. Others assume I'm hyper-competitive or emotionally unavailable, even when I'm not.
My growth comes from balance, keeping fitness as a foundation, not an identity. I choose men who respect my discipline, but also value emotional connection, femininity, and partnership beyond the...
Like I said, this is a Medium Man's page. Y'all go check him out. I just wanted to show the video. I thought it was ridiculous. And again, it's just pride. It's pride. Black women are going to the gym because of rebellion against God. Because the moment the Bible says that we're made in God's image, it's already rebellion. This is why black women fight so hard to not be an image of a godly woman. They do everything they can to not be seen as a godly woman. They would never want to be seen like black women would never look like their grandmother. Never. Never. How do you think people like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and Sexy Red and Sukihana and all these women could rise to the top? So even back in the day, Lil' Kim, Eve, is because black women gravitate to the least likely to be a godly woman. And it's nothing but rebellion. It's just rebellion. Rebellion against God. And the average black man that's with a black woman, he is being terrorized. He's a POW. Prisoner of the weave, prisoner of the wig, prisoner of the wrath, and prisoner of the weight. This is most black men are in their marriage and they are suffering. Suffering. I talk to these guys. The stuff the stuff they put up with, can't do it. A wise man once told me that no deal is better than a bad one. A wise man once told me, my boy said, no deal is better than a bad one. He is 100% correct. 1,000% correct. A 1,000% correct. But let's continue. Today's title is Pride Before and After the Fall. But usually when you fall, it doesn't get rid of your pride. Usually when you fall from pride, the pride still remains. You just double down on that pride because you get upset that you fail. You get upset that you fail and double down on that pride.
Like you want proximity to whiteness so bad that you guys prioritize the white standard of beauty. And then, turn, because you're internalized misogyny, you guys put that back on black women.
Sky the Scammer, welcome to the show. And before I start, your name is Scammer, so not sure what type of health benefits you're offering women. But anyway, most of my clientele is black women, so I come on here to help them get in shape because of the health benefits. That's what I get paid for, so that's what I'm going to do. Why is it that when we ask our women and men, but right now we're talking about women, to get in shape, that is proximity to whiteness?
Imagine your black guys getting on camera coming up here shucking and jiving for the white man, because that's exactly what you're doing.
I want you to think about how insane this is. A black man that's a personal trainer trying to get black women to go to the gym. And listen, I say go to the gym because black women don't have enough discipline to do it on their own. They don't. Black women need to go to a structured environment to work out. White women, they might hike, bike, swim, all kind of stuff outside white women to do, not black women. Black women need to go to a structured environment where they have to go to a gym and be held accountable by somebody. That's what black women need. They need to be held accountable. But the fact that she's saying that this young man wanting black women to be healthier is proximity to whiteness. So in other words, a standard of health is white. A standard of health is white. I told you all before that black women rebel against God the most. All they care about is their butt. Young lady in this video right here, I guarantee she has a big butt. Even though the rest of her body is big, her arms are big, her legs are big, ankles big, neck big, her eyelids are fat. Like, even though everything is big on her, as long as she got a big butt, she cool. She don't care about the health, the arteries, the diabetes, the cholesterol, she don't care about none of that. As long as she got that butt, she cool. But imagine you linking health to whiteness. Imagine linking health to whiteness. It's just audacity.
And we're coming up here shucking and jiving for the white man, because that's exactly what you're doing. Perpetuating anti-black stereotypes and utilizing misogynoir and anti-black rhetoric and fat phobia.
This is a flawed mindset, and you're looking at white people like they're above you and they're doing something that you can't do, and you're ultimately setting low standards for black women. Hence the 60% obesity rate.
I don't want you utilizing any medical terms because I don't see MD in your name.
And you don't have to be a doctor to know this stuff. If you have any type of certification in personal training, strength and conditioning, you know what obesity leads to. And women specifically, PCOS, menstrual cycles, pregnancy, it only benefits you to have some type of activity and fitness in your life. A poor diet and inactive lifestyle is going to make those things even worse than what they already are, and some of the things y'all got to go through. And I'm going to end it with this. Let's look at videos of black women from the 50s, 60s, 70s. There were not 300-pound women there. So we got to stop associating blackness with obesity. And we got to tell our women that there's something they could do about it if they want to change, Any woman who's in my profession is going to tell you the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's coming from a man or a woman. It is what it is. Now, I can show you how many black women I've helped and how many black women's lives I've changed. Would love to see how many black women you've helped get in shape, get healthier, and change their longevity. Please show me. And ladies, don't listen to a woman give you this bullshit message because she's black. Listen to people who actually in the field, putting in work, doing this.
He hit the nail on the head. The problem is that black is the qualifier. So because she's a black woman in a bonnet and she's obese, she's credible to most black women. You see, most black women, and I'm sorry to say this, most black women, now listen, all women talk to Satan. All women do. But it's to what degree? Black women talk to Satan the most. That means if it's white women, it might be 70%. If it's Hispanic women, it might be 60. Asian, it might be 50. Black women, it's about 95% talk to Satan. 95% talk to Satan. And so what they listen for and gravitate to is somebody that's echoing Satan's talking points. It's how you get the mass of black women thinking the same, because they listen for talking points that echo Satan. If you notice, black women give the same. If you listen to the average black woman on the podcast, they all give the same bad advice. It's the same script, same bad advice. You're the table. You don't have to change. You're special. You're a black woman. You got the Eve gene. You're God's gift to the world. It's the same script. But what he said was, you think she's credible because she's black. And like I said, black women, more than any other group of women, a woman needs to go to the gym, because the gym represents structure and order. She needs to go somewhere, check in, look at that equipment, and follow her workout plan. Because black women hate the gym, because the gym is closely linked not to whiteness, to God. As I said before, this anti-white agenda is really rebellion against God, because white people represent structure and order. What white folks have created on the planet Earth is the closest thing we have to heaven. I'll say it again. What white people have created on earth is the closest thing we have to heaven. The closest thing. You don't believe me? Just go to the non-white countries, go to the Bible, and read how heaven looks in the Bible, and then go to a non-white country and tell me what you see. And then go to a white country, tell me what you see. All you got to do, go get your Bible, read in the Bible. This is what heaven is. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Go to a non-white country, and then go to a white country. You tell me closest thing to heaven. Why are others? Now I know you all hear me. You all say that I'm caping for white people, but I'm not. This is a spiritual battle. See, black people don't hate white people. They hate what they represent. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. So black people don't actually hate white people. They hate what they represent, which is order, structure, a standard, principles. That's what they're rebelling against. God. But let's continue. Black women give the worst advice. They give the worst advice to women. The worst. Speaking of black women, let me go right here real quick.
It must be something about my name.
Do you feel that way, Jesse?
I think
that she was not getting called back because of her name?
I mean, that could be possible. I think parents do a disservice to their children by giving them these so-called black names. We are in America, and I have employees working for me, and when I run across a name like Shanae or whatever they call them, I tend to put those to the side because I know that I'm gonna have attitude in my business.
Wait. Everybody who's got a so-called black-sounding name, in your opinion, Jesse, has an attitude?
Not everybody, but the fact that...
Well, then why would you put them to the side?
Because the fact that they come up with these so-called black name implies that they're trying to separate themselves from America.
What Tico didn't name her...
That is exactly what they are doing. I'm going to tell you what happened. You see, names mean something, right? They've always meant something. Names have always meant something. So black people, again, this is in rebellion against God. Black people say, okay, we want our names to mean that we are anti-America and anti-white. So we're going to just make up names. Now, keep in mind, if names mean something, that means when you get named something, your name is going to have an effect on your life. So if names mean something, and black folks said we're going to just make up names, what did they essentially do? They cursed their children. Think about it. If names mean something and they determine your life, and you give your child you just make up a name, you just cursed your child. Because the name don't mean it. The name means foolish. Matter of fact, the name was created out of hate for white people and hate for America. The name was created out of something bad. That's why the names don't work. That's why when you hear the names, it's never appealing. Shaniqua, Shanae, Shanquisha, all these names, it's not appealing. DeMarquavius, DeMarlo. These names is foolishness. You rarely see somebody with a crazy name elevate to a certain level in society. You rarely see a person with a crazy name elevate to a high level in society because the names mean something. Winnie Walk with Christina said Patti LaBelle named her son Zuri. In Swahili, it means devil. See? Black people. Anything to not be close to white. Anything to be anti-American. And what you all don't realize is that your rebellion towards America and white people is going to send you to hell. Y'all not going to make it. You're not going to make it. I'm sorry to tell you this. You're not going to make it. Blanche, you can't tell who's going to go to heaven. You're not going to make it. I know who ain't going. I might not know who's going, but I know who ain't going. A lot of y'all ain't going to make it. A lot of y'all ain't going to make it. A lot of y'all ain't going to make it.
Tikwa didn't name herself.
I know, that's why I said her mother was not thinking.
No,
it's a selfish act to give your child that type of a name because it's going to hurt them in the long run.
But if it's a selfish act to give your child that kind of name, that's not the same thing as saying you've given your child that kind of name and therefore that child will have an attitude.
This is America. We don't need a black name.
Yes, it does, Larry Elder. Names mean something. You think she don't have an attitude? Who believes that this young lady right here in this video does not have an attitude? Who believes that? You know she got an attitude. You know she has an attitude. Names mean something. The Bible says that the power of life and death are in the tongue. So if the power of life and death is in the tongue, what somebody calls you means something.
And these people are trying to separate. They are angry at white Americans, Larry.
So
they want to separate.
If you got a resume, Jesse, you hire people in your organization.
I do.
You got a resume and it said Tikwa Jones or Mary Jones. You wouldn't call Tikwa Jones back because her name is Tikwa?
Most likely no.
What's your plan when men stop doing?
No, I'm not calling Tikwa Jones back. You know why? Because I know Tikwa Jones gonna be a problem. I know that Tikwa Jones gonna be a problem. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Black people have an ungodly level of pride. It's ungodly. Black people have an ungodly level of pride. You know what? Let me try to find this video real quick. Hold on. There was a video and it was an animal cruelty video. Do I have it here, y'all? Do I have it here? I'm gonna get that video, y'all. It was an animal cruelty video. Oh, I got it. I got it, y'all. I got it. Oh, I got it. Ooh, I got it.
Cannot fucking believe that I just passed by and saw these damn kids in the black neighborhood kick a duck so hard that she died. And now the baby Douglas is left without their mother. When you go to these white neighborhoods and Spanish neighborhoods, their children, they nurture those animals when they see them ducks and dogs and whatever. But not in the black fucking neighborhood. In some of the black neighborhoods, y'all kids are so fucking vicious. And you teach them no fucking morals or nothing. Then you wonder why every fucking nation hates when black people move in their fucking neighborhood. Black people need to be fucking better. In some of our neighborhoods, we're dirty and we're fucking up the neighborhood and throwing trash and we're vicious and we're angry and we're destroying it and we're hurting animals and shit. Then you have nerve to say,
why a mother duck? Why kill her? Why? Now what are her babies to do? Black community. Black community. That duck used to walk with her babies every day, following behind her. And she's dead. For what? For no reason. Here in the black community. And you wonder why. Every nation hate when black people move in their neighborhood. When hard-working black people like me that pay their taxes and have integrity and respect have to be labeled in with y'all asses. You go to white neighborhoods, they feed the ducks. Spanish neighborhoods. Oh, but not in some of our black communities. We got our children, and some of them got to be vicious.
Now, I'm going to tell you why they killed the duck. They killed the duck because Mother Nature has order and structure. So the mama duck is walking and the little ducklets are walking behind the mother. It's order. They don't stray away. They don't run off. So those kids saw that. They saw discipline. They saw structure. They saw order. And they sent them in a rage. That's why they killed the mother. I'll tell you all, it's spiritual. It's spiritual. They killed the mother because of what she represented. Order and structure, obedience. So they saw the duck. The woman just said that that mama's walking every day with them ducks. So them kids saw that every day, like, you know what? We're going to stop this. So the goal was to make the little ducklets orphans. The goal was to have the ducklets running all over the place chaotic. That's what they wanted to see. What you got to realize is that the black community is very much a feminine community. It has a woman's spirit over it, a single woman, single mother spirit that dominates the black community. So it's very chaotic. It's very unstable. It's very erratic. It's very dangerous because it's a single mother spirit that dominates the community. So things like order and structure, going to the gym, learning how to read and write, keeping the neighborhood clean, leaving the animals alone, these things send the spirits into a rage and a frenzy. And I'm telling you this again, that this is what black is meant to be. Black was never meant to be anything other than killing a mama duck. Black was never meant to be more than black women being the most obese, black men being the most violent. Like, black was never meant to be anything other than what you see now. The purpose of calling someone black is to do what it's doing right now. I want you to think about being called black for decades and then you actually acting out a dark spirit in your everyday life. You manifesting a dark spirit. It's disgusting. Now, when I said that black folks don't care about the animals, I had black folks telling me I was wrong. If you go to the black, listen, when I was coming up, you only saw animals missing limbs in the hood. Isn't that crazy? Why is it in the hood the animals be having 3 legs, having an eye missing? Like, the animals be looking maimed and ravaged in the black community. Dogs running loose, animals maimed, dogs like it's the black community is horrible when it comes to pets, horrible when it comes to animals, horrific. Right, Top Hurt, the white man programmed us with that fake Willie Lynch book. Let's continue. Let's watch this ICE protest. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. I'm playing a lot of music this time. But I just want you to just look at this. This is an ICE protest. Look at them. Look. Can't read or write, out of class, dancing, protesting. Look at them. Sign upside down, it don't matter. He can't read it anyway. What difference do it make? Upside down, turn sideways, it don't matter. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not black. I'm not black. I'm not black. Remember the guy? Hold on, remember the guy that's the new Black Panther guy? Remember him? The new Black Panther guy? Just want you to see him real quick. This is the new black, remember him? His name is Paul Birdsong. Y'all know he was a rapper? He went from a gang banging rapper leading the Black Panthers. It's the guy, Paul Birdsong. What a name, right? Paul Birdsong. And he's a rapper. I got some more pictures. Hold up. So this guy right here went from 6 months ago, he was a blood and a rapper. Now he's leading the Black Panther Party. And black folks follow him. Listen, man. Dear black people, dear black people. Dear black people. You all will never pick righteous leadership. You don't have enough cultural character to do so. You don't. I'm gonna get a whiteboard. I'm gonna get a whiteboard, and I'm gonna start teaching y'all on a whiteboard, so y'all can actually see what I'm talking about. You can't really see it. I'm just talking. You can't really see it. I need to illustrate it for you on a whiteboard. But you all will never pick righteous leadership because you don't have any character. 98% of black people struggle with character. 98%. I'm gonna say it again. 98% of black people struggle with character. 98%. But the guy that was a blood, a rapper, a gang-banging rapper, was able to lead the Black Panther Party, or this new black, whatever this is. I don't know what it is. Whatever this is. But just know he was a blood. On Pyru, right here, look. On Pyru, look. Gang banging. Name is Paul Birdsong. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's weird that's his name. Oh, listen, hey, listen, Nick, I like it too. Listen, I like the jacket. I like the jacket. I like it too. I like it. I do. I like it too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the guy, Paul Birdsong, took over Black Panther Party, whatever it is, and he used to be a blood. This is how bad is the black community, that a gang member can lead black people. That a gang member can lead sensible black people. Just change outfits. Let's continue. Let's continue.
I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali
Go back to
and
the
what it
banana
means
thing.
to be
To
American.
the banana rice thing.
it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like
Bananas.
the bananas and rice.
Yeah.
You know, people don't really see like, you know, it's you know, people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice,
Right.
but that's what it's like to be
Let's
Somali and
let's move on from
American.
the
It's
bananas.
like that combination of banana and rice, but you're gonna get what I mean.
Thank you, Molly, for that incredibly articulate metaphor. I think we all feel the bananas and rice. Obviously, Molly was brought up in one of our quality learning centers. That's what you're taking away from the people of the great state of Minnesota when you defund education in the Somali community. Analogies like that. And funding is kind of like bananas and rice. Because you have to have the banana to fund the rice part of it. And if you don't have the rice, it's like a banana and rice. Did not realize how difficult this would be. Analogies are actually really hard.
And if y'all don't get a chance, please go check out Casually Conservative. Please follow Casually Conservative. This guy has the best videos. Him and Sundaya. She posts on her stories most of the time, actually all the time. But Casually Conservative, man, he has the best videos. But the girl was trying to explain what it means to be Somali, and this is what it means to be black. Nothing. What does it mean to be Chinese? Nothing. What does it mean to be white? Nothing. What does it mean to be African? Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. What does it mean to be Somali? It means absolutely nothing.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali. To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice. It's a lot. It's like it's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali.
Go back to
and
the
what it
banana
means
thing.
to be
To the
American.
banana
but
rice thing.
it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like
Bananas.
the bananas and rice.
Yeah.
You know, people don't really see like, you know, it's you know, people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice,
Right.
but that's what it's like to be
Let's
Somali
move on-
and
let's move on from
American.
the
It's like
bananas.
that combination of banana and rice, but you're gonna get what I mean.
Thank you, Molly, for that incredibly articulate metaphor. I think we all.
Yeah, so again, what does it mean to be your nationality? It doesn't mean anything. It just doesn't. It means nothing. People don't care that y'all are Somali. People care that y'all are stealing. That's the issue, that you all are stealing.
In Kentucky recently found a small raccoon in bad shape in a dumpster and started to give it CPR. She was alerted to the distressed raccoon when she noticed a bigger raccoon pacing outside her office. She could tell something was wrong. She and her coworkers checked in nearby dumpsters filled with rainwater and discarded peaches from a distillery, and inside were two tiny raccoons. One managed to scramble out, but the other was soaking wet, reeking of alcohol, and seemingly not breathing. The nurse, Misty Combs, rushed to help. She pulled the raccoon out with a shovel, laid it on the pavement, and she started pressing on its stomach. After a few tense minutes, the raccoon coughed up water, kicked, and stuck out its tongue. Misty kept gently patting its back until its breathing steadied. She and her coworkers wrapped the raccoon in a towel, called animal control, and gave the little guy a name, Otis Campbell, after the tipsy character from the Andy Griffith Show. A vet cleared Otis the next day, and Misty released him back near the bridge where he was found. It takes a very special person to give CPR to a drunk dumpster raccoon.
Goodbye, Otis!
Here's hoping he sticks to only drinking water from now on. I'm Sydney Page, and I'm a reporter for The Optimist at The Washington Post.
So again, that's an example when white folks encounter animals, the difference. The black children killed the mama duck. White folks perform CPR to raccoons and bring them back to life. Told y'all. You can't compete. You cannot compete. And yes, the Somalis, they do practice a lot of incest, inbreeding. They do. Cousins marrying cousins, they do. They do. They sure do. They sure do.
Smiley talking about weak as hell, bro. Listen to this.
If you go and watch Joy Reid videos, if you get an opportunity to watch Joy Reid videos, go watch them. You'll learn a lot, especially her video on slavery. Oh, we're going to wait till the midterm election comes. Ain't going to be no midterm election. You better look into getting a dual citizenship somewhere if you can. Because, things about to get ugly. Things about to get really, really ugly. Yep. And I'm scared. Scared. It might be a point where we might have to pack up our families and leave, because if ICE can get immigrants or whatever and just go and get them and without their due process in court, why can't they do it to everybody else?
So this is my problem with what Ricky Smiley had to say. All right. So our ancestors did a lot of work on this land for various different reasons. No matter what you believe in, whether you believe that we from Africa, whether you believe we from right here on this land, regardless, the fact that's no dispute behind it is that our ancestors put in work in this country. And the shit that Ricky Smiley talking about is some weak ass shit to say, especially from a man, bro. So you basically telling us we need to pack up and leave and go somewhere else to deal with some whole new struggles where we ain't got no history to that land. And now here you go. That's your advice to us. Not to stand and get our affairs in order and let's be more active. You say we should pick up and run based on a problem that don't even exist to us. ICE is not a problem for Black Americans, bro. Yeah, they got to cut this out with this shit. We do got a whole problems we need to be worried about, but ICE and immigration is not one of them, bro. Like, come on, man. They playing games with us to get us into this whole political atmosphere that they want us to be in. I don't understand how people don't see this. You feel me? That shit really disrespectful the way that they talk to us. You say Joy Reid and wrote something about slavery, so now we should get up out of here because ICE from the man. Come on, bro. Is y'all really buying this, bro? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that, because to me, this some weak ass shit. This ain't how men supposed to behave. This is why a lot of the younger generation does not listen to the leadership from men, because it sounds like a lot of shit like this is what get publicized and get the most promotion behind it. That right there ain't no solution to that except for hide, leave. Nigga talking about he's scared. Man, come on, bro.
So I'm going to say this, right? So again, when your identity is linked to something that means you're a victim and oppressed, then anything that feels that narrative, you're going to go with it. As I said before, Black was never meant to be something good. If God didn't call you Black, then it wasn't meant to be good. God didn't call you Black. Man called you Black. The devil called you Black. So you know it can't be good. I know.
Hates America and they hate freedom. We're going to reclaim all of the symbols of America. You can't reclaim something that was never yours. Do you know what that flag is? The Gadsden flag? It's based on Ben Franklin's comic Join or Die, where all the white territories of the United States joined together as one state to crush a foreign occupation. Christopher Gadsden was a slave trader in South Carolina. He personally believed that Black people were animals. When George Washington, as president, saw a rebellion in a territory, a rebellion against federal law, and an assault on federal law enforcement, U.S. Marshals, he sent in 13,000 soldiers to crush the rebellion and arrest everyone. Leftists used to tell you that America's history was deeply racist and that they hated America. Now they're just trying to lie and say they actually love America because they think it dupes Republicans into supporting them. Thomas Jefferson, who wrote the Declaration of Independence, said, all men are created equal, right? But he meant they're equal in likeness and dignity to the king. He didn't extend it to non-white people. Blacks, even if free, could not become citizens of the United States, not until 1868. In 1779, Jefferson said that if slaves were to be freed, they must be deported, and if they're not deported within 1 calendar year, then the law would not apply to them. As president, he ended the importation of new slaves in 1808, fearing that they would destroy America. He said Africans were as incapable as children of taking care of themselves, and in general, their existence is more sensation rather than reflection. The Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. says, nothing is more certainly written in the book of fate that these people are to be free. The rest of the quote goes, both people, equally free, cannot exist in the same government. Nature has drawn indelible lines of distinction between them. The first Chief Justice of the United States.
Now, I want you to think about what this guy is saying about our forefathers. And on the surface, it sounds racist. On the surface, it sounds racist. But when you think about it, have black people been able to get along with white people in America? The answer is yes. But have black people been able to be swayed to hate white people? The answer is yes. So what he said was, which is a very powerful quote, he said that their existence is sensationalism. So in other words, black people, for lack of a better word, are easily moved because they're emotional. Remember I said it's a woman's spirit that's over black people. It's a angry single mother spirit that's over black people. It affects the men, the women, and children. So black people, if left alone, would probably just blend in with America with no problem. But the problem is that they're highly impressionable because they're sensationalized. Remember I said this, what they can see, what they can touch, what they can taste, what they can hear, what they can feel, that's what stimulates the average black person. So because they have such a low vibrational existence, anybody can sway them to do their bidding, which is why them folks in Europe looked way over to America and said, we can use those people to destroy America. My question for you all is, what did the communists see? What did the communists see? What made those communists in Europe look at America and see black folks that we can use them? What made them think that? Nobody can answer that question. What made the communists way across overseas look at black folks and say, we can use them? So you might be mad at Thomas Jefferson and George Washington and Ben Franklin, but can you argue what they're saying? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Black folks can't even gather together in peace. I don't know what vibration. Okay, if it ain't vibration, how about low level of existence? Whatever.
John Jay said Providence has been pleased to give one connected country to one united people, descended from the same ancestors, speaking the same language, and professing the same religion. Alexander Hamilton said immigration would destroy the spirit of the nation and would produce foreign tendencies. Benjamin Franklin wrote, the number of purely white people on the planet is far too low. I wish their numbers would be increased, but perhaps I'm partial to the complexion of my country. Francis Scott Key, who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner, was a founding member of the American Colonization Society. He believed that all black people in the United States should be deported to Liberia, who James Monroe helped to found. Henry Clay, who would later become the mentor to Abraham Lincoln.
I talked to a young lady from Liberia, and she told me that the American blacks that were over in Liberia colonizing it were worse than white people, worse than the French. What she said. She said the people in Liberia hate African Americans because of how brutal they were. So you mean to tell me that black folks endured slavery over here, and then went to another country, did the same thing? Hold on. You mean to tell me that black folks were so traumatized by slavery that they went to another country and did the same thing? So again, you may call these forefathers racist. You may say that they're evil and whatever, but what they said back then plays out today. Immigration has demoralized America. This is a fact. But what made immigration possible? I'll tell you, the grievance of the Negro. Now, I'm not talking about white immigration. I'm talking about immigration post black folks crying and complaining. Immigration that's post the struggle. I ain't talking about white folks coming over here in the 1800s. No, I'm talking about immigration post the black people's grievances. So immigration as we know it today was pushed by black people. If we think about it, once black people got introduced to the idea of being black, everything went downhill. Because before there was no concept of being black. That was introduced to black people, to be black. What does it even mean to be black? Once it was introduced, everything went downhill. Black folks ain't been the same since. Black folks ain't been the same since.
Clay, who would later become the mentor to Abraham Lincoln, said the United States must rid itself of this pernicious, if not dangerous, portion of the population. John Dickinson, the penman of the Revolution, believed the greatest strength of the United States was its connectedness and racial heritage. Francis Hopkinson, who designed this American flag, commonly called the Betsy Ross flag, defended the institution of slavery and believed that the United States as a legal entity was meant for white people. The idea that America was founded as some warm and fuzzy Marxist pipe dream of egalitarian virtue is completely historical revision. These people hate America, and the American founders would absolutely hate them.
So now this guy right here, he's obviously, on this side of America, but I have to be honest and say, I can't blame him. Because what the forefathers said turned out to be true. Think about black people today and think about America. Think about the relationship. Think about how much damage black folks have caused in the past 70 years, the past 70 plus years, or almost 70 years. It's the 80 years. Think about how much damage black folks have caused in the past 80 years of America. What the black people crying and complaining about, what it's led to. So the forefathers saw something. You see, we think that slavery was about being cruel and evil and wicked and greedy. But what if slavery was about protecting the nation? You never thought about that. You never thought about what if they were using slavery to actually protect the country? Because once black folks were freed, the nation has not recovered. It was doing all right until somebody came along, them communists said, we can use them. And the rest is history. Listen, I understand the guy, I do. Because if I had a country, and if I was starting a country, it would be heavy screening. Heavy screening. It'd be tough. If I was running the country, if I had a country, it'd be tough. It'd be tough. Because think about it. Most black folks couldn't come to my country. Think about it. Most black people have the bliggity mindset. They could not come to my country. So I'd be called kind of names, but guess what? They would come to my country and they would destroy it. I could really only pick from about 5% of black people to come live in my country. Most of them wouldn't qualify. Most of them would not qualify.
People have problems, okay? You get into arguments with them, they don't know how to like talk through an argument. Most likely they're going to get ignorant and violent. Do not waste your time with these people. Oh, I believe that Kamala Harris would be a good president. Okay. That's your answer. Okay.
Yeah. I'm with Crystal. Top Herc said your country would look like a J. Crew catalog. That's funny. Now it'd be a Ralph Lauren catalog. That's funny. But honestly, I wouldn't base it off of. See, the problem is, I wouldn't base it off of color. That's gonna make black people mad. The fact that I don't base it off. As soon as I say you can live in my country based on your character, black folks gonna be upset. They're gonna be upset because they already know we ain't getting in. We ain't getting in. Let's continue. Speaking of Black history.
In light of Black History Month, I thought we'd talk about Black history. Let's talk about the fact that our generation will go down in American history for committing 55% of the violent crime, even though we're only 13% of the country. Can we talk about that? Or the fact that black women will go down for having the most abortions, having the most STDs, being the most obese. Can we talk about that? We should also talk about how we will go down in history for raising up criminals, protecting criminals, and being perpetual victims. I know you guys don't want to talk about that. And you know what else is going to go down in history? The fact that none of our children can read. They don't have math skills. They don't have basic comprehension skills. Okay? That is definitely going to go down in history. And we're definitely going to go down in history for being baby mamas, having children out of wedlock, raising criminals. Yeah, that's definitely going to go down in history. And the saddest part about it all is you guys are going to go down in history for doing nothing about it.
She brought up a good point. Think about Black history and think about during this time period, Black men account for 55% of the homicides in the country. Black women account for 40% of the abortions. Most Black children cannot read, write, or do math on grade level. Like, think about history. Think about what's going on now. What you see in the Black America today, you would think it was 100 years ago, not 2026. Think about Black folks lead the nation in homicide, abortion, illiteracy, STDs, poverty. Like, it's just every bad category. You know why? Because that's what Black was meant to be. Black was never meant to be good. It was never meant to be good. Because being Black wasn't based on anything virtuous. It wasn't based on because you weren't called Black because you had honor and integrity and principles. You weren't called Black because you were a righteous person. That's not why you were called Black. You were called Black for something negative. It wasn't positive. Nikki said in her country, you gotta believe in Jesus. Well, listen. If they gotta believe Jesus to get in your country, you know, Black folks is toast. They ain't getting there. Black folks is toast. If they got to believe in Jesus, oh, they finished. Finished. You should be like, y'all got to quote me one Bible verse. Cooked. But she brought up a good point. See, we're talking about history. Let's be honest. Y'all are making history now, and it's all bad. Y'all are making history now, and it's all bad. Tierra said, God knows my heart. Next. Quote me a Bible verse. Jesus wept. Next. What? That's a Bible verse. Next.
Older black people like this.
Total's gonna be $375.
$375? Come on now, man. I don't usually come here and spend that kind of money, dog.
Hey, look at you, man. Look, you come on, you got the.
I'm a player, dog, for real. I get that player's discount. You know, I put it together like building blocks.
It ain't much I can. It ain't much I can't do much on it though.
We got to go a little lower than that, man. Where's the boss man at? That's who I work with anyway. Who are you?
Me? I've been here.
How long? I ain't never seen you before.
I've been here for a while, man.
Where Ted at? I need the boss.
Ain't nobody here, brother. You got to talk to me. It's $350 plus tax. You know, $25.
I don't pay taxes, Doc. I come from Miami. We don't pay taxes in
Nah, you pay.
We don't.
You never pay taxes.
Black Gen X loves walking around thinking they're the shit. They're the most entitled, arrogant, and ignorant generation in America. They're always talking down on people, acting as if they operate on different fucking rules and different time. Some of you old motherfuckers need to sit down somewhere. With that arthritis creeping up your leg, I don't think you should be saying shit to anybody. I want to talk to the manager. And you need to go talk to a brochure to Shady Acres, nigga. Sit the fuck down, old niggas.
Listen, man. I went to his Twitter account and I was rolling, man. This dude, y'all think I'm bad. He way worse than me. He is way worse than me. He got a whole breakdown. I'm gonna play next time. He got a whole breakdown. Y'all think I'm bad. Hold on, I'm missing.
Boss, what's up, man? Like, what's this?
We won't advocate for Don. That's right. We need to protect Don at all costs.
Yes, sir.
He's doing his job in a divine alignment way. And we salute him for that.
Thank you, brother.
You protected Don like he doing his job in a divine way? Oh, yeah? So you co-signing it's cool to run up in any place of where somebody is worshiping the Lord and giving the word? That's cool now? Your grandmother and all that agree with that? Your family agree with that? You saying you holding him down? I would think holding him down would be you holding him accountable and telling him, yo, that was dead wrong, man. That was wrong. It would have been super wrong if they would have ran in a black church though, right? Right? But it wouldn't have played out that way. He would have got dogged out. He would have got dogged out in the house of the Lord. Somebody would have handball slapped the shit out of him. Definitely in the church I grew up in. He would have got the shit beat out of him disrespecting the Lord. And you co-signing that talking about he did his job in a divine way. Are you serious? I guess everybody that's with this is with this.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Get the fuck out of here, you donkey. What's this?
We won't advocate for Don. That's right. We need to protect Don at all costs.
Yes, sir.
He's doing his job in a divine alignment way.
Busta Rhymes, pay attention. He said that Busta Rhymes said Don Lemon is doing his job in a divine aligned way. Now, Don Lemon is a white man is treating his Hershey Highway like the Autobahn. Don Lemon's husband, a white man, is treating his Hershey Highway like the Autobahn. And Busta Rhymes says that Don Lemon is doing something in a divine, enlightened way. by rushing into a church during service. A sodomite rushing into church is divine, and it's aligned. This is Busta Rhymes now. What I'm telling you all is that black was never meant to be other than what you see. This is what black is meant to be. The devil said, if I can get these people to take on this label, I can rule the world easily. Because y'all have the influence. But to whom much is given, that much more is required. But to whom much is given, that much more is required. So if black people have the gifts of influence, then that means more is required of you. You got Busta Rhymes, you got Busta Bus defending Don Lemon.
I'd like to read this. What the hell kind of bullshit book is that? It's historical. So. Now, why would he want to read a book about a four-eyed nigger? Does the N-word offend you, nigger? No, sir.
You see, there's no such thing as entertainment when it comes to black people. It's all propaganda. Because when they show you something, your mind thinks it's real, it's true. There's no such thing as black entertainment. It's not. It's just programming and propaganda. They got Stone Cold Steve Austin and whoever else is in here, these wrestlers, being racist in this prison with Nelly. All this does is reinforce that white people are bad. It's actually an anti-white. Most stuff in Hollywood is anti-white. Most of it's anti-white. Most of it.
Maybe you'd like to read this. What the hell kind of bullshit book is that? It's historical. So. Now, why would he want to read a book about a four-eyed nigger? Does the N-word offend you, nigger? No, sir.
Listen, there is a large percentage of black women that have herpes. It's true. I put up a stat one time, and it said black women ages 30 to 39, 70% had genital herpes. It said black women ages 30 to 39 from CDC had genital herpes. Black women from ages from 40 to 49 was 80%. I don't know how accurate it was, but the numbers are very high with STDs and black women. And again, when you rebel against God, the consequence is STDs, your fibroids, obesity, single motherhood. Like these, again, people think they can do it the devil's way and it's going to work. It's never, the devil will always give you what you want, but he will never let you enjoy it. Everybody's tried to do it. They start something the wrong way. They start something the wrong way and they believe in their mind that it's going to turn out well. It's not. It never does. It never works out. So when you make videos about black women, when they work out there better than white women, what's going to be the end result? More obesity, more STDs, more poor health, more single motherhood. You cannot make a deal with the devil. And black people think that white people are going to get punished before they do. It's not how that works. The Bible tells you who you think going to heaven ain't going, who you think ain't going is going. You don't know who going to heaven. You don't know. I tell you, most of y'all ain't going. I tell you that most of y'all ain't going. Because even when y'all see the truth, you don't change. Even y'all get hit upside your head, you don't change. You would think that black folks would have woke up after 4 years of Joe Biden. You would have thought after 4 years of Joe Biden, black folks would have awakened. They didn't. You would have thought after 4 years of Joe Biden and a Kamala Harris campaign, that black people would have saw the light. They didn't. So my question for myself and you all is, what's going to make black folks wake up? Nothing. Why? Because this is what black is meant to be. When Satan called you black, he wanted your soul. Remember what I said now? The devil will always give you what you want, but you'll never be able to enjoy it. So he's going to let you go out here and tear the streets up, condemn white people, do all of that. But guess what? You're going to hell. You're going to hell. Listen, I love y'all, and I will see you all again on Thursday. I will be back on Thursday earlier, hopefully. But listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in today. And listen, you all, the greatest fight you're going to have is with the person in the mirror. I'm gonna give you all an analogy before I go. So I had some pipes that were leaking from my upstairs bedroom shower downstairs into the dining room. Then I had some pipes in the kitchen that were leaking in the kitchen. Now, when you have copper pipes, you got to give you a little tip. If you have copper pipes, you got to break it up. I mean, you got to put plastic, copper, so because it's a current, if your house is not grounded, there's a current that runs through the pipes and it puts little holes in the pipes, and your pipes start leaking if they're copper. Anyway, but I used to have one of my walls in my dining room was a big mirror. It was a big mirror wall. And you see a reflection in the mirror. But when they tore the mirror down, because they had to break it, they couldn't take it down. When they tore it down, what was behind the mirror was damage from the water. And it's the same with people. Like, people can give us an image. Like, I see myself every day in that mirror. What was behind that mirror? What's behind the man? What's behind the face you see? And what I saw behind that mirror was corruption. Same thing with people, even myself. So what I'm saying is that your greatest fight is going to be against yourself. Not white people, not the devil, you. The devil ain't got no power over you. It's all you. Whatever traps the devil sets, you want them. The devil might set the trap, but you want the cheese. You can only be tempted with what you want. I'm going to say it again. You can only be tempted with what you want. So if the devil is tempting you, it's because you want it. You desire it. Anyway, I want to encourage you all black people to abandon being black and definitely abandon Black History Month. Abandon being black, because what black is death, destruction, and damnation by way of degradation. Nikki said, none of us are perfect. This is why we need God and to constantly be in his word. Listen to me, people. Listen to me before I go. If you do not have God's word, you are not going to make it. Just that simple. Without that Bible, you are not going to make it. It goes to everybody. If you don't have the word of God, you are not going to make it, because you will not have salvation. And I'm telling you right now, to be black does not mean salvation. They're telling you it does. They're telling you you're saved because you're black, but you're not. You're not. You're not automatically going to heaven because you're black. You're not. I'm sorry. You are not going to heaven because you are black. You don't get a pass. You don't get leeway. You don't get a different road. No. You got the same thing as everybody else. You got to go through Christ the same way everybody else does. So you can make Jesus white. You can say it's the white man's Bible. You can say it's the white man's religion. You can say whatever you want to say. At the end of the day, you got to go to that book. Listen, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all.